Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. What if I told you your favorite pocket-sized camera is about to get a serious glow-up, but not in the way you might expect? There's talk of better color, sharper focus, and even cinematic slow-mo in your jeans pocket. Stick around, because the next Osmo Pocket might just become your favorite camera of the year. A 1-inch CMOS sensor in a pocket camera? That's no joke. That move alone gave us richer colors, stronger low-light performance, and that soft, cinematic background blur that makes your footage look, well, expensive. Stabilization? Smooth as butter. Screen? Flip out bright, responsive. And the portability? Chef's kiss. It literally disappears in your bag. It quickly became the go-to for vloggers, solo creators, and even some pros who needed a reliable B-cam. But you know how tech works. There's always room for more. Same 1-inch sensor, but paired with a brand new image processor. That one tweak alone could unlock a whole new level of magic. We're talking better dynamic range, richer details in shadows and highlights, and faster image processing that feels instant. Think sharper HDR, more punch and contrast, less waiting, more creating. But here's the big one, and color nerds, listen up, 10-bit recording. That means smoother gradients, more realistic skies, skin tones that don't look like wax or oranges, compared to the 8-bit footage we get from the Pocket 3. This could be a game changer, especially for folks who color grade in post. Imagine filming a sunset and actually seeing all the shades of orange, pink, and purple instead of flat orange blob. That's the magic of 10-bit. The Pocket 3 already lets you shoot in 4K at 60 frames per second. And if you drop the resolution, you can slow things down at 240 frames per second. Not bad at all. But rumors say the Pocket 4 might push that to 4K at 120 frames per second. Now that's slow motion with style. Think silky water shots, dramatic twirls, or epic B-roll that oozes with cinematic flair, all without sacrificing resolution. And here's something only real camera nerds will appreciate: a higher video bitrate. That's like upgrading from regular chocolate to gourmet Belgian. Same basic idea, but so much richer. Less compression, more clarity, cleaner footage, especially in fast-moving scenes. DJI stabilization is already top tier. Even if you're walking, it's like the camera's floating. But there's one place where things would be even better: that pesky up and down bounce when you're walking. Rumor has it DJI is working on better Z-axis stabilization. Whether it's mechanical or software-based, it could smooth out that bounce and make walking shots feel almost gliding. For creators filming run-and-gun style or vlogging while walking, this could be the difference between man wow. Plus, DJI might be tweaking the gimbal response too, so you can get more controlled, cinematic camera movements. Less twitchy, more smooth glides. If you've used the Pocket 3, you know the autofocus is pretty solid. But it's not perfect, especially when there's a lot happening in frame. Enter phase detection, autofocus, PDF, and eye tracking. Imagine you're walking through a busy street, talking to camera, and it keeps your eyes in perfect focus the entire time, even if you turn, move, or something passes between you and the lens. That's the level of pro-level autofocus that could be coming to the Pocket 4. And then there's Active Track, DJI's auto subject tracking. Already good, but with AI upgrades, it could get smarter, faster, and better at following complex motion, or even multiple people. For solo creators, this would be like having a mini camera crew in your pocket. Time-lapse, hyperlapse, motion lapse. These are already part of the Pocket lineup, and they're fun, but a bit rigid. With smarter AI, we might finally see these modes get more customizable and intuitive. Imagine telling your camera, "Follow me as I walk through this market," and do a slow hyperlapse with cinematic framing. Boom. Done. That's the level of simplicity that could unlock real creativity for everyday users. Audio on the Pocket 3 is decent. 3 mics, directional pickup. It works. But what if we got better noise reduction, improved processing, or even features like audio zoom? That's the kind of stuff that separates good content from great content. You're out in a windy city, trying to capture a story, and your camera filters out the gusts while keeping your voice crisp. That's storytelling without distractions. Now, I don't expect the screen to change much. The Pocket 3's flip-out touchscreen is already sharp and bright, but there's always room for tiny wins. Faster touch response, slightly better visibility under harsh sunlight, maybe a UI refresh that makes settings easier to adjust mid-shoot. And the design? It'll probably stay small, but one juicy rumor is a built-in 1/4-inch mount. Yes, finally, no more extra adapters to attach it to a tripod or mount. Just twist and go. That tiny tweak could be a huge quality of life upgrade. Also, and this one's big, we might finally see weather resistance. Not full waterproofing, but even just basic dust and splash resistance would be huge for travel and adventure creators. Peace of mind when you're filming near waterfalls or dusty roads. Yes, please. The Pocket 3 gives you about 166 minutes of recording at 1080p 24 frames per second with everything turned off. Not bad, but with a more efficient chip and maybe a slightly bigger battery, we could get longer run times, even at 4K. That means fewer interruptions, less scrambling for backup power, and more creative flow. As for storage, we'll likely still see microSD support, maybe even faster card speeds. But what would be nice? Some kind of basic internal memory, or at least more intelligent file management. Something to prevent that heart-sinking card not inserted moment when you're already filming. DJI has already played around with magnetic filters and lenses. But what if Pocket 4 made them easier to use, more secure, or more varied? Snap-on ND filters, macro lenses, wide-angle adapters, and they all fit in your pocket. That's the kind of versatility that makes creators fall in love with gear. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 isn't just a tiny camera. It's freedom. It's creativity in your hand. But the Pocket 4? That could be evolution. From 10-bit color and better autofocus to smoother stabilization and smarter tracking. If even half these rumored features show up, it could be one of the most important cameras of the year for everyday creators. And remember, this isn't just about specs. It's about what those specs let you do. Better color means better storytelling. Faster autofocus means fewer ruined takes. Longer battery life means staying in the moment instead of scrambling for a charger. Are these rumored upgrades enough to make you wait for Pocket 4? Or are you loving your Pocket 3 just fine? Let me know in the comments, because I genuinely want to hear what you're excited about. And hey, if you found this helpful, insightful, or just plain fun to watch, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more creator-friendly tech breakdowns just like this one.